All right, welcome back to Fresh Living. Often with age comes changes, and that's with our hearing.
And today we ask the expert. We are talking all about hearing. We have audiologist Mindy Norris with us. So what are the signs that we might have hearing loss?
So there's lots of signs that you might have a hearing loss, and I think actually it's the spouse or someone close to you that picks up on it first.
Yes, like my wife tells me to take out the garbage all the time, and I never hear her.
Yeah, exactly. So some of the things are, if you're having to strain to hear people, that's a sign. If you feel like a lot of people around you mumble, that can be an indication. Or if you're having to ask people to repeat themselves a lot. Or another complaint that we hear a lot is that maybe you prefer the TV up louder than other people around.
Right.
Let me ask you this. You say often with age, and what age are we talking about? Because I'm 42 and I feel like I've got some hearing loss, and it's from years of being a DJ and playing the music too loud. Is that too early to start hearing this?
No, and it really depends on your lifestyle. If you've had a lot of noise in your life, then I mean it can start really young with noise exposure.
So what should we do if we suspect that we have hearing loss?
So definitely get your hearing tested by a professional if you suspect that
How
there's something
often?
going on. It really just depends. Usually once you've established a baseline, we say every 1 to 2 years have it tested.
Now, with hearing loss, is this something that can be corrected, or do we just have to stop it in its tracks?
And that's where a professional comes in. Some types of hearing loss can be corrected, surgically corrected, but that's more rare. Most of the time it's permanent, and the way to correct it would be through hearing aids.
And that's what we have right now, and you've actually installed one in my ear, and this is kind of a state-of-the-art hearing aid, right? Now, what is this?
So this would be considered a receiver in the ear. It's one of the cosmetically the best appearing hearing aids that we have. I mean, there's lots of different types of hearing aids, but I think that one looks the best on the ear.
But it is amazing how far they've come, because every once in a while you'll see someone and you'll know them for a long time, and then all of a sudden you'll notice, like, hey, I never noticed you had a hearing aid, because it's just so small now.
Right.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, and I feel like I have an eye for picking out hearing aids because I work with them every day, but even I get tricked by people having hearing aids.
All right, so we've got one in my ear, and we've got this around my neck. What are we going to do?
So we're going to do a demo. Hearing aids these days have become Bluetooth compatible. So what that means is, the really great thing is if a phone call comes in, you can actually hear the phone call through both of your hearing aids, but also it pairs to your phone so you can hear music.
Okay.
So I'll just play a song for you here.
Okay, here we go.
And it takes a minute to connect, and then you can
hear
hear it.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
So-
that is really neat.
And the clarity.
Is good, yeah. And so no one around, we can't hear it. So if it were a phone conversation, we'd have no idea what you were hearing, but...
Your choice of music could be better, but this is a good song.
Okay, and then, Mindy, talk about these, because these are filtered earplugs. Okay, so how does that work? That's pretty neat.
So this is awesome. This is actually something that I use often, every day pretty much, but you can change the filter that's in it so that you get more protection from noise or less, depending on what you need. But it just keeps you from getting a hearing loss from noise exposure.
All right, we have the lines open today, so if you have questions, you can go to KUTV.com. You can also use the hashtag KUTV Ask the Expert, or you can just simply call us. That number is 435-251-3123.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, I'm going to have to keep this in for a second because we're going to do another interview, but I'll give it back to you.
Okay.
All right. Hey.